Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is James Steiner. Welcome at Hate Plus. So, I lost everything. The whole thing crashed. No data was saved from the last time I recorded this. So I'm going to give you the short version. I figured out, at least I think I figured out, who Mimi marries. I think I figured it out. Mimi marries, God, what the hell is her name? I was just reading it a little while ago. I should remember this. So, Mimi, I think, marries Meijina. Meanwhile, Hyo A-jung ends up being in the household of the Ryu family, which is the Emperor's family, which means that the Emperor ends up marrying her, Hwane. I think it's Hwane. Is it Hwane? So the Emperor, the Ryu family, ends up marrying Hwane here, which means that Hwane and Hyo A-jung end up in the same household. Okay, so I've got all that clear. So now it makes sense why all this information is rolling around in this AI's head, because this is basically what transpired that brought everything crumbling down. I'm going to read this again, and you spoil it. She always spoils things. They should have. Oh, then again, I guess her reacting to it right, because she's a computer, her reacting it right away makes it just fine. Oh no, but they were so great together. Yeah. Dear Diary, I can't believe she'd do that to me. I hate her. She's the worst. I hope she gets what she deserves from that man she's decided to leave for me. How could she do that to me? Hate, 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 hate! I was at the theater to tell her my decision about... Oh no, oh jeez. I just realized how badly I screwed that up for me. All because I was stupid enough to be love-struck by that stupid selfish woman. Oh no, what am I going to do now? That still kind of bothers me. This girl has no idea how to control herself. I was at the theater to tell her my decision about the man my parents wanted me to marry. He was so icky, I told her. He was like a dozen years older than me. He had this beard that was just yuck. Well, I'm sure you could convince him to shave it, she said distantly. I was surprised. Don't defend him. I could never live with someone like that. Besides, I'd have to be away from you, and I could never. I trailed off. Anyway, I told him no, I was totally uninterested, and that he should go find some girl his age instead and maybe ask her directly instead of going around to her parents. My father was upset, but I had to. So that's the end of that. We have to break up, she said suddenly. Nothing else, nothing leading into it, just that. Which is a terrible way to end a relationship, by the way. I don't really remember what I said. I don't think I believed her. I know I stammered a lot. Probably, what? There's a patron who'd like to buy me out and take me into his house. It's something I've considered for a long time now, and I'm afraid it's come to the point where it's the only recourse I can take, she said. No, don't do that. She is... One thing about Hyune is that she is too liberal for this society, which is obviously not so liberal anymore. And is very much caught up in tradition. If you don't get that reference, you need to watch Fiddler on a Tin Roof. I think it's Fiddler on a Tin Roof. Whatever. He's made a very generous offer, and I fear it would be unwise of me to decline it. Buy you out? What does that even mean? I asked. Are you going to move in with this man? It means I will receive a regular stipend for performing for him and his guests exclusively, and that, yes, I will live in his house and receive 3 cooked meals a day and an actual bed to sleep in, she said. I have to. We get smaller and smaller audiences every week. This just isn't tenable. I just couldn't believe it. My mind raced. I'd just turned down an offer like that for her sake, and she did this to me? Is it that man I saw you with before? The one you've been doing all those private shows for? The one who was all in your face and touching you and all, oh my precious age young, I would be honored to slobber all over you like some gross man. Please come into my home now, I demanded. That guy from the Ryu house you said you didn't want to have anything to do with? Okay, so who is this in the Ryu household? I think she's being a little harsh, though. Yeah, just a little bit. Who in the Ryu household? Okay, I'm curious how far back this information is in comparison to when Shun-A was alive. I'm really curious about that. This isn't fair. Yes, it is him, but she trailed off. Yeah, I bet he'll give you a bed to sleep in, I shouted. Don't say that, Jina. It's not like that, she lied. Besides, even were it like that, I no longer have the luxury of being picky. If I said no, what would I do when the theater closed down? At least you can live with your parents still. I have no such option. The man has made a kind and generous offer, and I must accept it. I can't believe it, I said, crying. I thought you loved me. I thought you cared for me, but... You're better off without me anyway, she said. Then she told me, I can't really remember her exact words now, but she told me that she didn't feel as strongly about me as I did for her, and that she regretted being a crutch for me as long as she did, and that our relationship was a mistake, and that she should have done this far sooner. Really? No. Fine, I screamed at her. If that's how it is, fine. I'll get out of your life and leave you alone to your precious, kind, and generous man. I started to storm off. Wait, please don't leave like that. Please stay, she begged. Our relationship is doomed, but it doesn't mean I didn't like being with you. Please stay one more night. I couldn't bear it if my last memory of you was a sad one. I thought her voice was always so graceful before. Right then, I realized it wasn't. It was pitiful. It was always pitiful. She was trying to manipulate me. Probably like she'd done with that patron. Probably like she'd done with me before. It wasn't charming. It wasn't playful elegance. It was a pitiful lie. So I told her the truth. I hate you, I screamed at her and ran away. I don't know what to do now. I try not to let my family see me like this, but, well, there's only a paper screen in between us. I'm such a mess. I just can't believe she did do that to me. I can't believe after I made the hard decision, she made the easy one and threw me away. Writing this has calmed me down a little, at least, and now the reality sinks in. I have nothing now. I guess all I can do now is apologize to my dad and hope I get a second chance. I guess that's all I can do. I can't believe she'd do that to me. I hate her. Yeah, that was really painful to read. Not for me, because it's the second time reading it. Anyway, so now that I have a pretty good idea of where everything is going, the only question remaining is how far back this takes place in relation to Hyun-A and her little issue before she decides to suffocate everyone to death. That's my time. I'm really tired and I've got to take a shower. I still got to edit this thing and then render it and then post it and hope it gets up in time before it turns into Monday. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to click that like button, share, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And no outro music. Bye!